between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Samuel in motion. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second and 9. Here's Levis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. Breaks through the contact. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Berrios. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Levis back to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Levis now on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Looking for Traylon Burks that time.
And it's 3rd and 5.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Now Levis.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll?
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They run wide side with Henry. And that'll get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Levis looking to throw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make the play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Levis out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the option, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 3rd down, Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Over the middle and take it in by Laporta.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw there complete to Mooney.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Levis now off of play action.
And brought in downfield by Burks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinates? Put a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now Goff on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Complete to Sam Laporta. 10 yards.
4 down.
It's 2nd and inches.
4 down.
Titans 8-yard line.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
101 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Levis.
He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Levis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
14.
Goff now looks to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
Let's go now.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Go.
Now Levis.
Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you. And
touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
51 yards.
And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Makes the score Titans 27, Lions 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there, and they did it successfully.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Lions are right back in this football game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Whoa, whoa.
Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff looking to change the play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Value 3, value 3.
Goff now looking to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
178 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm gone, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move.